Welcome to the Kvatch Rising Work in Progress video 6. This is version 1. It got released today. 6 weeks ago this was just a plan. Now it's a reality and it's been released. It's a large mod. You've seen it develop in the stages in these videos. You can see proof it is possible to do in weeks instead of years. What you're looking at here is an execution feature of it, as part of the city life. The guy hung up by his neck is a Mythic Dawn traitor, one of the people that chose not to fight in the arena for his life. The rest says you will be taken on in the arena as part of quests, which is how I use the arena in this mod. I let the Mythic Dawn traitors come up against you in combat. Anyway, what you're seeing now is the city life and the NPCs. I've turned down the volume of the recording so I can speak to you, otherwise I'd be drowned out by the NPCs. But around here you will see and hear all kinds of environmental audio, owls, birds, whatever. So it's all there now. It says there's also noises coming from the shops, music in the pubs, everything needed to bring it to life. As you can see, the NPCs are walking around. It took me just 2 days to do it after I got all the NPCs created, after if it was in Work in Progress 5, I believe. If you look at that video, I described it as less interesting but important. It's because it's important because most of the hard work was done at that stage. Compared to that stage, this is easy. What you're about to see now is this castle getting locked down for the night. Once that gate closes, that's it. Nobody gets in or out of the castle without a key, and you've got to know the entrance to use the key on. Most people don't. Right. This is Kvatch on a night. The lights are on and we're about to enter the pub. Now at this stage here, many of the NPCs are going out for a drink on a night, so the pubs get quite busy. I'll probably end up having to cut back on the number in the pub in the end, but for version 1 it's good enough. This is the upper class pub. Like I said, it can use a bit more decorating, but for version 1 it's great. It says you'll see a number of NPCs scattered around here talking away, enjoying themselves and everything. As you can see, have a little drink there in the corner. That's the taxman, I believe. This is where the upper class snobs and people that are important to the city come for a drink. Generally anybody in here is usually a servant of the city or a member of the city's ruling class.
What's new with you?
Sounds like the Empire.
Quite a snobby outfit really. And this is the mage's pub basically. It's basically where all the workers hang out. It's got a mage's flavour, but a lot of the vendors that sell routine stuff come here.
The pub
You could say it's a common man's pub.
Of the 33rd Legion, who, in the
This bit of speech you're hearing now is a little bit of game lore taken from the Imperial Library site.
After a mighty struggle, they managed to banish him
It's
into
actually
the
based on a book
and
that you'll find in the game,
eliminating
this
him
part.
as a threat to Tamriel for many
Lawendi
years.
does the voiceover. I know many people don't like foreign accents in these and think everybody should be speaking pure English in a true Richard Burton type of way, but I personally think that's a load of bollocks, and I like the accent, so I don't care if people hate the voice acting or not. You're going to get lots of foreign accents in this because I think it's good. In fact, I liked it in Blood and Mud as well. I thought Blood and Mud really made good use of the foreign accents, even though it was a German mod, so technically it wasn't foreign to them. As you can see, it's quite a busy pub, a lot of people coming in. If you look around very carefully, you will also see Origin of the Mages Guild characters. There's one right there. One of the missing staff members. One of the actual things I've still got to do in this mod is disable them until Origin of the Mages Guild quests are complete and then enable them again. But for version 1 I've left them running. As you can see, it's quite busy. These really need scattering about a little bit. Right, this is night time outside the pub. That guy's the necromancer, and here's a thief about to do her rounds. As you can see, there's a certain amount of nighttime activity going on around here. This is the shadier side of town. If you're going to get mugged, this is where it's going to happen. Although not in version 1. As you can see, All the lights are on. It looks quite nice on a night. We're heading towards the lower class pub where the Dark Brotherhood, the thieves and all the dodgy characters hang out, as well as a few fighter guild types who would like a good punch up.
Hi there.
These are the fighter guild leaving for the night.
Yes, master. You need me.
Fantastic.
This guy has also got something to say. Bit of lore on his pub.
Rislav was a prince of
As you can
Stimgrad,
see, it's talking about Rislav the
King
Prince.
of Kvatch.
Again, that's based on a book. It's the second part of the information that you got from the other pub. Once you've actually explored the town, you'll find lots of these little bits of lore-based info kicking around, all designed to immerse you in the Kvatch lore, which most Kvatch mods don't even bother with. Half of this stuff you'll never see in a Kvatch mod outside of this.
Good evening.
Of course, this is just the start. That's the tip of the iceberg. Literally, there's plenty more to come, Kvatch lore-wise and Colovia lore-wise. Right. These are the fighter guild types, but we go upstairs, the people in the corner trying to keep out the way.
Good day.
These are Dark Brotherhood. This is going to be one of the most important places for the Dark Brotherhood when you do the quests, is that pub. This one here, this woman here, stood out in the middle of nowhere. She's Dark Brotherhood as well. Here's another Origin of the Mage Guild character. There's two here, the two knights. You might recognise them. They're the guys Savlin and the other guy. So about to see.
It's you.
That's it. Berich Inni or whatever.
Hi there.
They've both been promoted. Now, here, this isn't done yet. There's nothing in the arena yet, but if you listen here, you should be able to hear some chanting. That is played on Arena Day. Arena Day is only going to be once a week in Kvatch. I could make it every day, but I don't want to. I want to make it once a week, so you've got to be in Kvatch on the day it's on. There's all kinds of events in Kvatch happening every day of the week. That happens on Wednesday, I think it is. Executions are a Monday, marketplace is a Saturday, and churches on a Sunday.
Yes.
Speaking of marketplaces, let's go and have a look. Here's a marketplace, fully functional. These merchants all work. Clearly a little bit more work on the NPC life is required for the visitors, but there's quite a few turn up here over time and wander around and do a bit of shopping already.
Good morning.
These little features of Kvatch mods that I've made in the past really bring it to life, and this one's actually got more than Kvatch Aftermath already, and it's only version 1. I've just got to add the detail now, really.
I have heard that the great house is...
They usually sell something specific, but I'm thinking of adding an awful lot to these later on. Expect they make them specialise in something interesting.
Hello.
Please say your piece.
When you visit a way shrine of Xanathar and you've lived a good life by the Nine, you may receive a blessing.
As you can hear, the church bells work. They ring every Sunday, so you know when the church's service is about to start. The congregation then turns up for the service and sits in the church like good old Hackintosh worshippers, as you can see. Again, this is an idea from Kvatch Aftermath reused here because it was a good idea.
You have the hands of a healer.
Anyway, that's it.
Hello.
So I know it's hard to believe, but all this work, all the custom textures and all the NPCs, all done in 6 weeks. So it just goes to prove if you work hard enough and knuckle under and don't waste time, anything can happen. Thank you for listening and goodbye.